for the episode 2 of the RE2 LP, and right now we're gonna enter a bit of a sequence. I'd call it, but yeah, I'd call it a sequence. That herb I just picked is actually just for insurance. I might get hit here. Oh yeah, now we get this scene. But yeah, it's gonna be actually one of the tougher ones. It's a little bit of an RNG based on a certain zombies' movements. And after this, we're actually gonna get the benefits for using the boards. So you have to do it before this cutscene initiates, because it will cause zombies to, well, repopulate the areas that they can. Basically, this doesn't spawn new zombies.
How are you holding up?
But if there are windows open, those will now activate and place zombies into those zones and make those windows active again for more zombies to enter. If that makes any sense. Now we just need to hope that the police zombie we skipped at the start of the police station is positioned correctly, because he has actually a chance to straight up stand behind this door we're about to go through, or the door we need to go next. So that both things will absolutely suck. Okay, first off, pick up this board, because you need it to make the upcoming room a bit safer. Ooh, we got a lot of bullets, but we're gonna be using those a bit.
Marvin? Marvin, are you there? Marvin?
Don't worry, Marvin ain't dead just yet. Spoiler warning, by the way. I mean, he's been in a zombie game, so... Alright, where is this police? I have no idea. He is positioned well. Okay, there's a zombie coming in through the left window. He's unavoidable. You can jimmy around with him, but this zombie here is a motherfucker if you don't pick up that board. This herb is for us, and this flashbang is gonna be used... Wait, so this guy is a chomp. We need to hope that his RNG is... that he ate fast. Fuck. Yeah, we're gonna take this bite. Don't want to use that knife just yet, because that actually gets us to move a bit faster. Interestingly enough, something I figured out. Before I'm gonna talk about the getting bitten thing, combine these two. You need this. Well, you don't need it. If you're playing on console, it's a goddamn lifesaver, but you don't necessarily need it on the PC version. But yeah, if you didn't clear the zombies at the start, they would be harassing you here. But I dealt with those back then. Okay, so getting bitten there wasn't technically part of my plan, but it does help, because you actually move a little bit faster when you're damaged. Let's just... Let me think. Do I need... I don't actually think I need that many bullets. 2 there. Ditch you. I'm gonna keep this herb for now with me, because I could use it. Could use it if I get damaged by something, or if I need to heal up. So yeah, now this hallway shouldn't have any zombies. Even the female zombies should have teleported out. If I remember correctly. No zombies. There might be a construction worker zombie on the right here. But yeah, if you close all the windows, he for some reason does not spawn. Even though he doesn't actually enter through a window. He just is there. Like, that's what I mean, that the game repopulates areas with zombies and then spawns more. So here's one of the lockers, but we already got that. Because, yeah. This board is optional for later. I'm actually going to pick it up, because I can show you where to use it, because it makes the later sequence in the police station a little bit easier. It doesn't affect that much, but it does help. To dump you, and you. I'm just thinking of what zombies am I gonna run into, and if I do this correctly, I don't need to fire a single shot for the rest of the police station now. So even the 13 ammo that I have is completely optional. And the reason why I took the 13 and instead of the 60 bullets is because now I can actually gather more without taking too much space. So up there is Mr. Liquor, our first one. The strategy for these guys is to just don't make noise, aka walk slowly. You can walk regular speed, just as long as you don't push the running button while you're on the same room or just in the crux of entering a room, aka if there's an open window, it triggers them. And not window, but open door, they can actually hear you. Sometimes they hear you through walls, if they're in the next room, and sometimes they don't, and it's weird. Yeah. Nothing there. There's a first aid spray for those who need it. I'm not gonna take it. We're gonna come back for that computer later. And do we? Yeah, we want to go through here. Going through here is almost completely optional. Here's Mr. Liquor. But you want this door open. You absolutely want this thing to be unlocked. Because, oh boy, does the second round of police station become easier when that thing's open. Okay. Just, oh, no. Just, oh, come on. Beautiful 10 bullets. Right, so here's a little bit of a trick you can do here. This will sometimes skip a zombie spawn or a trigger. I'm not exactly sure how this works, but it just kind of works. So when you do that, you run over here, about here, run back. Just make sure the explosion happens when you're outside the room. If that zombie isn't like dropped down, you're safe. And I think he just dropped down. Yeah. Okay, so what you can do, what I recommend you do, off one of the legs. Come on. I know I can break the legs from here. I think that broke the leg. There we go. And the zombie's down. Make sure the leg's off, because he can still, like... Oh, come on. There we go. Now the leg's off. Because there's gonna be a liquor right after we pick this item up and move down. He's gonna spawn over there, and dodging him is a bit of an RNG. So this... Yeah, there's the liquor moving. I think this is Lady... Bow and... Snake? Yeah. So now that one's up. Okay, so now we're just pretty much dodging this liquor with pure RNG. He will always be aggroed. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Dropping you. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're gonna use this knife here. Wow, I didn't think he would actually follow me all the way up here. But yeah, there you can actually see a little bit of a bad version of it. But yeah, those zombies, they take so... Like, that must have been 3 headshots, and how many shots I shot him in the legs. And still alive, even lived the knife. So that's kind of crazy.
Okay, I gotta hurry.
Yeah, we're gonna hurry. We are actually done with the first part of the police station.
Looks like it leads underground. Good. We can get out of this hellhole. Hey Marvin, guess what? I think I found the way out.
Yeah, where this actually leads, where this hidden passage leads, makes this police station make absolutely no sense. Like, this place is absolute nonsense to me. Like, the more you think about the layout of this police station,
Save yourself.
it's just absolute
Bad, we gotta get you to
shit.
hospital
Please,
now.
Claire.
Not as bad as the original 2. In the original 2, it was just the weirdest. Like, nothing made sense. I think the explanation is that this is a repurposed...
Please. Go.
I think it was not a hotel, but like a museum or something. The lobby gives you that vibe. And obviously there's been construction here, but still, why would these passages still be here? In the original, it was like the Irons was really eccentric and weird, and it's remodeling the police station constantly, but in this, Irons really doesn't come across that way. Oh yeah, and take note that this thing closes behind you, so you have to do that puzzle thing every single time. Which just stops making any fucking sense later on. Okay. Dump this, dump this. Don't need you, don't need you. Switching out you to this, just in case. We might need them. But not really. Gonna take knife. I don't need any healing with me. There's gonna be a lot of healing items coming up. But I could do this. Oh, actually, this, and then switch into the acid rounds. Because the acid rounds are kind of silly. Actually, I'm gonna do this, because I don't need the pistol at all right now. These things are gonna carry me through heaven and hell. It might be saying that this is absolute suicide to just take 2 knives and 3 rounds of acid. But if you have played this game on PC, you know exactly what's gonna come up. Because the acid is kind of broken against all of the bosses except one, and that's on Leon's campaign. And we get a grenade here, which is... Hopefully we can skip the grenade. I would like to keep it for later, but it's absolutely not necessary. And there goes the little girl. We're gonna chase that.
Hello?
But yeah, the knife and the acid is just broken. Reasons being that the acid stuns everything in the game pretty much. Again, except like 2 things. 3 maybe. And then there's the knife that's damage is just ridiculous because it's tied to your frame rate for some reason. Thanks, Capcom. I mean, it's cool. It's really cool, actually. It just makes no sense.
Hey.
Now we can just hope that my frame rate's actually stable this time, because sometimes my frame rate drops, and I was kind of worried about that with the recording.
Do you need help? Here, you can take my
But this strat is actually doable in, at least on Birkin 1. Spoilers, that's gonna be the boss fight, the G1.
I'm sorry, I can't understand.
This strat is technically doable on console,
You need help.
but
Why?
it's super easy on PC.
He's right behind you.
At least with minimum of 60 frames, this is doable. And there comes... Oh, my favorite Birkin design. Like, this is actually my favorite design. The respect the pipe design. Like, the other ones are monstrous and interesting, but this, I just love this design. It's great.
You gotta be kidding me.
Right, boy. Ah, I don't have a pistol, so don't put your hands like that. Alright, let's go.
This thing's gotta go down.
No. Nope, I don't give a shit. No, get me closer. Okay, down. You don't get the stun off from the... Okay, this is fine. Use the knife. Get back in there. Stun down. Beautiful. Oh, no, there it is. I thought I was gonna have to throw the grenade there, but nope, there's the first boss. Absolutely silly. And I might actually get the first knife back here. That was actually one of my better Birkins. I did get hit, but I'm still on fine, so it wasn't like a big hit. On hardcore, I would have had to bring a healing item there. And I would actually have to use the grenade as well. But other than that, the knife is it's just silly.
Hey.
This works on all difficulties. Assisted, it's actually possible that he would have not even landed the grab. But you want to bring 2 knives to this because of that. Because he might grab you, and if you're not fast enough to switch into the grenade, you're going to lose the knife, and then you have to use bullets, and that's just waste, since the damage is way lower.
I need you to lower that ladder for me.
In the...
Will you help me find my mom?
Actually, I'm going to talk about the Scenario B version of this fight when we get to it. I don't want to... I'm afraid I'm going to start repeating myself, but the Scenario B has enough differences, especially with your item loadouts and the enemy placements, that there's still going to be talk... I'm going to be able to talk about stuff, but particularly to this fight, you're going to have a way different loadout. Even only on A, you're going to come here with a bit of a different loadout. Since the shotgun is not as useful. Oh, there it is. There's my knife. Oh, it's almost used. Okay, I'm just gonna equip that. And yeah, that actually, yeah, I'm just gonna. It's dead. It's useless right now. Okay, and there's a herb. Claire gets so many herbs, by the way, here. Like, she gets, I think, 2 greens, 1 red from downstairs, like 1 or even 2 greens upstairs. It's just crazy. Yeah, 2 greens and a red, plus 4. Oh yeah, I didn't speak at all about Sherry. Sherry is actually, for a kid model in a video game, she's pretty well designed. Like, she looks like a kid, because a lot of one of my many problems with Last of Us is Ellie's design, is that she looks like a shrunk down adult sometimes. Not always. In some scenes, she looks fine, but a lot of times she has this really weird look to her. Like, her face is fine. The face design is fine, but it's her body proportions. It's just something. She looks like just a shrunken adult. But Sherry actually, in my opinion, looks like a kid. Her animations are dumb, but yeah, she's a little kid.
So where's your dad?
We're gonna dump you, dump you, dump you. You keep you for now. Dump you. Take you out. Anything else right now? Nope, don't even need a gun right now. Because we're about to get the second pistol without having to deal with a single enemy, so we're gonna be using that until we get the upgrade for the other pistol. Because then it becomes more useful, since it becomes way fucking stronger than the one we're about to get. Oh, goddamn! I actually just remembered we do need 1 item. We need 1 item. So I'm gonna have to just spin around immediately and get it from the item box. Because we got the upgrade for the pistol already.
Over there.
No, sorry, Sherry. I'm ditching you. Need to get my magazines.
It's closed.
I don't care. Come on. Where are you? There it is. Because it's gonna double the clip size, and that's gonna be really useful. Because the regular pistol only has 5 rounds, and since it sometimes takes more than 5 bullets to take down a zombie, or even cut their legs off, then it's much more useful to have a bigger clip until you make the weapon much stronger. And at that point you're actually pretty much skipping zombies. Oh yeah, I love these two to pull this one.
And you're sure this is the way?
This is how my mom took me last time.
Sherry?
Yeah, her mom took her this way last time. The route from... So, I mentioned this earlier. The route from the police station to the police station parking garage is through the statue and that in construction or industrial area, through the manhole, into here.
Why are you doing this?
Shut up. Tired.
Now there are 2 other routes here,
Okay then.
which make
Fire up now or
just
die.
as little sense. The other one makes a little bit sense, but the idea that all of the cops use that route
It's all about.
is weird, and the other one just
For starters.
is there because Claire has to have a different route through the game, and it's
Come here.
kind of interesting to do with. I love this guy.
Sheriff,
I love
over here.
Irons. He's great.
What's your name? What's your fucking name?
Claire!
Sherry, you come with me now.
What I find interesting is that Irons has, like, if Claire would introduce herself as Claire Redfield.
Absolutely.
Don't listen to him, he's full of shit.
Jesus, this is fucking pistol whip her.
Please,
Don't tell me how to do my
Uh,
job.
but the
let me go.
the thought that
Obviously nobody.
Iron has no reaction on her telling that her brother is one of the members of the Stars
I'll get you, you fucker!
is just, it's kind of weird. Again, it might be that she just doesn't give a shit, like, or he knows that all the Stars members are dead. Maybe he isn't 100% aware that Chris went on vacation, or Iris is just the scumbag who doesn't give a shit.
Okay,
That's also possible.
key card first. Then that asshole gets what's coming to him.
Oh yeah, you tell him, girl. So this sequence is way harder with Claire. There is a bit of an AI trick you can do here, and you actually need to do it in order to get past without having to use unnecessary amount of ammunition. But the Leon version initially seems harder, but you can make it way easier. And here's the pistol. I'll discard you. Move you over here. Move you over here. Combine. Get a bigger magazine. And there we go. Now I got the pistol we're gonna be using for about half of the game now. Because the liquor doesn't get triggered, that liquor is completely scripted, it just straight up disappears. Get that blue orb. And there's one liquor. Again, don't panic with them, they're slow when they're on the ground. Or overall, they're actually slow when they're not aggroed. So you can easily just walk right past them without having to worry at all. So yeah, there you can hear the leaker aggroed on me because I ran while the door was slightly open, so it heard me. But unlike zombies, lickers can't follow you out of rooms, so he's stuck there and will be de-aggroed later. So this one you actually want to push back in. On Leon, you want to kill the zombie that's next to the door, but on Claire, you can actually run past it when it wakes up. But if you have that girder out, it's actually way harder to run past them. Also, Leon is much easier to kill a singular zombie because he has the shotgun at this point, so you can just pop his head and be done with it. Nope. Didn't pull it all the way. Right, okay, now. There we go. So now you just want to immediately run. Just immediately run. Because this guy's getting up animation is long enough for you to do that. So now you want to get in here. This is the AI thing. You get close enough for the liquor to aggro on you. Don't run. You leave out the door. Hope the zombie isn't fast enough to go through that door. Then you go back in. And boop, the liquor has moved. Now the both liquors are, well, ass to ass or ass to face. And they actually can't reach you or to go through there. But do not run through this door. Absolutely don't, because there's a licker on this hallway, and he's a chump. And you want to go right past them. Then you scoot your way over back here. Now these two zombies are up now, so you want to move fast. There are ammunition on that side, but that it's just completely unnecessary for you to get. You want to get this thing, and there's a film roll there if you need it, but it's again for another locker combination that we have already opened. Just don't aggro the licker, or don't aggro those zombies. On Leon there's shotgun ammo, so that you want to get. You can go get it earlier, before they actually get up. But on Claire, I think it's just 2 flame rounds, which is nothing. You don't need that.
Where that guy came from.
So now we use this. If we get another blue herb, yeah, another blue herb. Always mix your herbs, people. And there's the stock for the grenade launcher. And there we go. And we're done with the garage area. Well, basically done with it. We have to come back here for like one thing. And that, yeah, we have to come back there to get actually out of the police station. And mix your herbs. Always make sure your herbs are mixed like that. Some people say the blue is pointless, but if you do it like that, you actually get an additional, I think like a shield or something. I'm not 100% what it does, but I think it gives you like a time where you have a percentage chance of not taking damage from attacks, or lessening the damage. Okay, actually, let's examine that. Ooh, we got the heart key, yay! And the upcoming sequence is also much easier on Claire, because you can clear out a certain room way earlier than Leon can, because when Leon can clear it, he is in a far worse situation with a particular enemy. Now, let's put my keys over there. Actually, let's just combine the stock. We don't need the grenade launcher now. You can take it if you want. And we're actually gonna be carrying a flashbang now constantly, but we're not gonna take this because we're gonna get another one soon. But the upcoming... Do we need this? Let me think. Do we need this? Damn, I can't remember. Does Claire actually need... Now that I think about it, does Claire even go to the hall, what I was thinking? No, on Scenario A... Wait, yeah, Scenario A, Claire doesn't even go to the hallway I was thinking to use this thing on. Yeah, my fault there. But we're gonna end this episode here as well, because the upcoming sequence is a bit of a hassle and it might take a while, and I don't want to make any episode too long. Again, I could just film it in like a big bunch, but since I'm gonna be doing a bit more exploring and explaining and watching all the cutscenes, a lot of the episodes are gonna be shorter, unfortunately. But we had actually a bit more action in this one than before, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you... Yeah, I have no idea what I was gonna hope you like. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, whatever. Push whatever. Tell me how dumb my voice is. Tell me that my sound mixing is still shit, even though I think I fixed it this time. Whatever, do whatever you want. And I see you guys next time. Bye bye.